ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ವಿಜಯಶ್ರೀ ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ಚಿತ್ರಕಲಾ ಪರಿಷತ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಯಂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯೂರೇಟರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. And this is the show that we have organized. The name of the show is Vspominaya Roerich at 150. Now the word Vspominaya is alien to us, but it's a very common Russian word which means remembering or reminiscing. This happens to be 150th birth year of Nicholas Roerich. And this is a very good time for us to recollect and revisit Roerich, his importance, his artworks, and his memories, which is why we are calling the show Vspominaya Roerich at 150. Nicholas Roerich was considered as a great Russian friend of India. In fact, this is inscribed on his tombstone in Kulu. Indian and Russian bonds have always been good, and it got more thickened and strengthened by the Roerich family moving to India. Here at CKP, we are having this Vspominaya Roerich at 150 exhibition for the next 10 days. It opened today, that is 8th November, and it is on till 18th November, 6 p.m. We close the exhibition. We have displayed 36 works of Nicholas Roerich, and I am happy to say that this is the largest collection of Nicholas Roerich in India. What CKP has here. What we have here is the Himalayan Study Series, which was generously donated to us by Dr. Sviatoslav Roerich, who is the son of Nicholas Roerich. Sviatoslav Roerich was a close friend, patron, and associate of Chitrakala Parishath, and it was he who generously donated these works to us. And here in Gallery 1 and 2 of Chitrakala Parishath, we have displayed these Himalayan series works. Now, what is interesting about these works is even though they are small in size, the entire vastness of the mountain is effectively, very expressively captured within the small canvas size. These works were actually studies done very spontaneously on the spot by Nicholas Roerich. Whenever he took his cultural, geographical, scientific exploration of the Himalayan mountains, he would go with a team and carry all his packing materials in cardboard boxes. And very quickly he would cut these cardboard boxes, make this packing material itself as the canvas, and quickly paint these works. These were reference works which he would bring back to his studio and make larger canvases. Having said that, these compositions, albeit being small, must be appreciated because they have their own beauty in it. Now, Nicholas is quite popular for the many shades of blue that he brings. Whenever we think of blue, we usually think of just one blue, but Nicholas didn't see it that way. Within blue, he saw many hues and shades and gradations, which is why Nicholas blue has become an important term in art historical language as well. Now, this work is quite interesting. This is considered one of his masterpieces. This is of the Brahmaputra river, and why is this work interesting is that it draws you into the depth of the valleys. Your eyes meander through the flowing river and reach to the very heart of the valleys. I must say that most people who come to see our exhibition or the museum get drawn to this work instantaneously. Now we go to gallery. In this gallery as well, we again see the Himalayan mountains, single snow-capped mountains or valleys, or the gushing waters through the rugged landscape of the mountains, or the many moods of mountain. You could notice how the interplay of light and shade in the canvases. Roerich has been very effective in bringing out the many lights that is there during the day. Like it could be the light at the dawn, it could be the morning glow, it could be the incandescent afternoon sunlight, or it could be the fading twilight, or the silvery moonlit skies that make the mountain look in a different light. So within the same series, you can notice how light changes, and that kind of reflects the mood of the mountains. The color tone of Nicholas also, he used a very restrictive, cohesive color palette. Apart from the blues, we also see warm tones. He charges the painting with warm tones of pink and purple and yellow. So on this wall, we have depicted the works which have that warm tone in it. Now, we should spend a minute here looking at this. Now, why is Roerich important? Why is he still relevant? Apart from the fact that he was an exceptional artist, he was also one of the first persons to talk about world peace, the importance of sharing cultural heritage and protecting cultural heritage during times of geopolitical conflicts. Considering the kind of complex global world that we live in, it's very important for us to recollect this message of Nicholas Roerich when through his Roerich Pact, he urged the countries in the world to come together to protect cultural heritage, which he believed goes beyond geographical boundaries. He said that it belongs to the entire humanity, and which is why he designed something called the Banner of Peace. You see, this at the top is the Banner of Peace, which is something that he designed. The three orbs that come together reflect past, present, and the future, all encapsulated in a circle which defines time and eternity. Maybe you would want to look at this here. So apart from these works, we also have a lot of materials, archival materials in our store, which my team was effective enough to dig out from our store. Here, what we have displayed here are very interesting calendar casts and postcards produced by various museums across the world. Here you see Roerich doing landscape, but you also see that he's also engaged with biblical themes, gospels, portraits, and a lot of many other themes that intrigued him, trying to bring the synthesis of various religious beliefs and ideologies into the canvas. Another interesting thing on display here is this book, which is a notebook kept by Sviatoslav Roerich, his son, which makes a list of all the works that his father has done. And this is a 1935 document that talks about the Roerich Pact. The tin here, you see, has pigments that Nicholas Roerich used. This is a cobalt blue, but apart from this, he brought many, many shades of blue into the canvas. In beauty, we are united. Through beauty, we pray. With beauty, we conquer. This is one of Roerich's very popular quote, and this kind of summarizes what we are trying to say through this exhibition. Apart from the landscapes, you occasionally in his paintings spot these Buddhist monasteries. So, which are structures, architectural elements, and structures that appear like very spontaneously, but not very frequently in his works as well. Again, you can notice how blue itself, there is no one blue here, there are many blues within this canvas. If anyone's interested to learn more about the Himalayan series, there is a text here that will help you understand and give context to what you're seeing. And with this, we come to the end of this gallery. I urge everybody to come see this. It is on till 18th of November, and we're open from 11 to 7 p.m. Thank you.
ನಿಕೋಲಸ್ ರೋರಿಕ್ ಅವರಂದ್ರೆ ಭಾರತಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ರತ್ನಗಾಗಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಕುಲುನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಫಿಲಾಸಫಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಬರ್ದಿರೋ ಬುಕ್ ಶಾಂಬಲಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಫಿಲಾಸಫಿನ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬುದ್ಧಿಸಂ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕುಲು ವ್ಯಾಲಿ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ನ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರ ಮಗ ಸ್ವಿಟೋಸ್ಲಾವ್ ರೋರಿಕ್ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಲು ವ್ಯಾಲಿಲಿ ನಡೆಯುವಂತ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಷನ್, ದೇವರ ಆರಾಧನೆ, ದೇವತೆಗಳ ಆರಾಧನೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಿಕೋಲಸ್ ರೋರಿಕ್ ಅವರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಲಿಯನ್ ಒಬ್ಬ ರಿಸರ್ಚರ್ ಮೈಕೆಲ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಅನ್ನೋನು, ಅವನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಿಕೋಲಸ್ ರೋರಿಕ್ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು 7,000ಕ್ಕೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅವನ್ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಪ್ರಕಾರ. ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಇದೆ. ಅವರು ಡ್ರಾಮಾ ಇದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಸೀನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ಕೇಪ್, ಪೋರ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ತರಹನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರೇ ಸ್ವಂತ ಕಲರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಅವರು ಜಿಯಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರು, ಫಿಲಾಸಫರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರು, ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿದ್ರು, ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರು, ತುಂಬಾ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದವರು. ಪೀಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 3 ರೌಂಡ್ ಕೆಂಪುದು ಇರೋದು ಒಂದು ರಿಂಗ್ ಒಳಗೆ, ಅದು ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ನ ಫ್ಲಾಗು ಹಿಮಾಲಯನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕೂಡ. ಇದು ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ತಿಳಿದಿರೋ ವಿಚಾರ. ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇವರು. ಕಾಂಚನಜುಂಗ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವ್ರ ಹೆಸರು ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳಿದಿದೆ. ಇವ್ರ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ, ಮೈಸೂರಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಯಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಲಿ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 19 ನೋಬೆಲ್ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಕೂಡ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ನಿಕೋಲಸ್ಗೆ ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಪರಿಷತ್ತು ಇವ್ರದ್ದು ಸೆಂಟಿನರಿ ಇಯರ್ ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಈ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅವಾಗ ಈ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಶೋಕ ಹೋಟ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಸೆಂಟಿನರಿಗೆ. ನಿಕೋಲಸ್ ರೋರಿಕ್ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸ್ಪಾಟ್ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಸುಮಾರು ಒಂದು 20 ವರ್ಷ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಪರಿಷತ್ತಿಂದ. ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ನೆನ್ಸ್ಕೋತೀವಿ, ಅದರದೊಂದು ಫೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ.
ನಿಕೋಲಸ್ ರೋರಿಕ್ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು 150ನೇ ವರ್ಷದ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಹಬ್ಬ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ತುಂಬಾ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾತ್ರ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ವರ್ಕಿಗೆ ತಕ್ಕಂಗೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾಗಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ವಿಜಯಶ್ರೀ ಅವ್ರು ಕ್ಯೂರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಾಯ್ತು. ನಮ್ಮ ಚಿತ್ರಕಲಾ ಪರಿಷತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ತಂದೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಇಬ್ರುದು ಚಿತ್ರ, ರೋರಿಕ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರ ತಂದೆಯವ್ರದ್ದು ಚಿತ್ರಗಳು ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ 100ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
Okay, it's a pleasure for me to participate in this event. Vspominaya Roerich. This is in Russian, recalling Roerich's. This is one of the excellent exhibitions, unique one, open in India. This is the indication that Russian-Indian relationship is burgeoning and thriving in the cultural sphere, and it has a great potential.
ಇದು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಭಾಳ 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 9 ಕಲರ್ 9 ಕಲರ್ ಇದೆ. 9 ಕಲರ್ ಇದೆ. ಅದೇ ರೈಟ್. ರೋರಿಕ್ ಅವರ 150ನೇ ಹುಟ್ಟುಹಬ್ಬವನ್ನ ಚಿತ್ರಕಲಾ ಪರಿಷತ್ತು ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡೀ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾದರಿಯಾದಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನ ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಭಿನಂದಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದೇನೆಂದ್ರೆ, ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಚಿತ್ರಕಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಡೀ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡುಗೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ರೋರಿಕ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಅವರ ಆತ್ಮಕ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಯುವ ಜನಾಂಗ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಶುಭದ ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾರೈಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತೆಲ್ಲ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಾಲಾ ಕಾಲೇಜುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸುವಂತ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ವಿನಂತಿಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
Karnataka Chitrakala Parishath is organizing an exhibition of Nicolas Roerich's works as a honor to him on his 150th year of his birthday. And we have one of the best Himalayan series collections of Nicolas Roerich. 36 works we have with us, and today it has been opened for exhibition. Another for 10 days it will be on exhibition in Karnataka Chitrakala Parishath. Roerich is a great friend of India. He came to India in 1920s and decided to stay in India itself, and finally he chose Kulu in Himachal Pradesh as his abode, and finally his tomb is also in Kulu, and finally he breathed his last in India itself, and there is a memorial for him in Kulu, and he was a great friend of India, so he has been called as a Marshi in India. So his contributions are first time we are exhibiting his works for the public in Chitrakala.